Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. Shades 2, baby. She back again. Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shade walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section. She call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want, and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I let game, and back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want, and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line, is somebody hurt? Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right here, late night with Shay.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. On Shay's tube, she back again.
It's late night with Shay.
Yeah, she say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. That you thought I left, nah, I'm back again.
It's late night with Shay.
She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on Shay's tube, press replay. That you thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Yeah.
What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to the Shades Tube Late Night Owls Talk Time. I hope you guys had a great holiday, you guys. I had to take a couple of days off from this night time owl live because, you know, it's tiresome. But I'm back again, you guys, and we got a great live for you tonight. But before we do that, let me go ahead and go over the copyright disclaimer. Okay, let's go over here and get this copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, education, and research. That entire copyright disclaimer is in my description area of this video. Part of it is scrolling across that screen right there. Welcome to everybody in the bushes. Whoever watches this in the replay and over here in the chat, Jermaine is in a place to be. Thank you so much for being here, Jermaine. We're not going to be on here this long tonight, you guys, at least an hour. So, you know, bear with us, okay? If you guys enjoyed this content, make sure you thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure to share and leave a comment. And if you want to show additional support for this channel, feel free to do a super sticker, super chat, cash app donation at $ShadesTube, or copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. Let's go, y'all. Real ones only. And thank you so much. Let's go ahead and start off with this live. So today is Wacky Wednesday. Let me go ahead and put this music on in the background. And we got some wacky shit to tell you tonight. Okay. First thing first, guys, we're going to be talking about Diddy, and I know that's all in the daggone news. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's talking about Diddy's situation. So we are definitely getting ready to tackle that for Wacky Wednesday. All right. So anyway, as you guys know, Netflix recently released the 4-part docuseries, Sean Combs' The Reckoning, and it's executive produced by 50 Cent. Now, in this docu-series, it covers numerous allegations against Sean Diddy Combs. It includes new information, such as testimonies from victims, footage from the days leading up to Sean's arrest, and an interview with a former federal prosecutor. Now, in response, you guys, Combs' legal team have sent a cease-and-desist letter to Netflix, okay, calling the series a shameful hit piece that uses stolen footage. Now, so here are some content and claims in the docuseries. Allegations. The series features victims making claims such as drugging, sexual assault, and being forced into sexual acts. The new footage, you guys, includes footage from a videographer hired by Combs in the days leading up to him getting arrested. It also shows him strategizing how to handle negative press. This cat is just staring at me. Man, this is so funny. Then it includes victim testimonies. It includes victims such as Joy Dickerson Neal, who filed a lawsuit alleging she was drugged and raped by Combs in 1991. And it also includes the videotaping of the incident. Then we have juror perspectives. Two jurors from Combs' federal trial shared their thoughts on the trial in a mixed verdict. Now, like I said, Diddy's legal team is fighting back with a cease and desist. They sent that cease and desist letter to Netflix, alleging the documentary uses footage that were stolen without authorization. Now, 50 Cent's role in the series is that he produced it. Combs is a longtime enemy of his, op. And they think, we don't know for sure, that it was created as a form of revenge for Netflix's rejection of the streamer. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. So what do you guys think about that? What do y'all think about that? So let's talk about 50 being involved in this, okay? So they claim that the Reckoning is extensive and it stems from a long-standing rivalry, okay? But 50 claims his primary goal is real storytelling and accountability, if we actually believe that 100%, okay? So anyway, 50 Cent and director Alexandria Stapleton began working on this documentary immediately after singer Cassie filed her lawsuit against Combs in November 2023. 50 Cent many months, gathering potential participants and sources who were willing to speak on the record before the director was brought on board. And remember, he was talking about this docuseries for a long time and saying that he was going to make one and release it about Diddy. Okay? He definitely has had it out for Diddy for years. That's what I heard. We're going to look into that too real quick. Now, as an executive producer, 50 worked with Stapleton to share the narrative which spans decades of Combs' career, the rise of Bad Boy Records, and his subsequent allegations. He helped ensure authentic voices were included, stating he was grateful to everyone who came forward and trusted us with their stories. That's what 50 stated. Now, the documentary includes controversial self-shot footage of Combs in his hotel room in the days before his September 2024 arrest. Jackson highlighted this footage in a promotional run for the show, pointing to a moment where Combs asked for hand sanitizer after greeting fans as an example of his character. There is nothing wrong with doing that, because I also use sanitizer whenever I shake people's hands. Okay. One time I made a mistake and did it right in front of the person. So I be trying not to do that now. I mean, that was so funny. I just told him I was Germ, what's his name? It was so funny. I just forgot and started using it. And I almost did it the other day too, but I caught myself. Yeah, it's kind of what is the word I'm looking for? It's kind of like almost disrespectful to take out hand sanitizer right after you shake somebody's hand, because it's letting them know that you basically didn't want to touch them and you probably think they got something. I mean, let's keep it real. So yeah, so I try not to do it. Like I said, I slipped up once and almost slipped up again the other day. But I caught myself the other day, but before I did it all the way. I just told him my germ phobia. Right, of course he's going to come out with a vengeance since Diddy is incarcerated. But when he gets out, we'll see. Anyway, while Combs' team calls the series a shameful hit piece fueled by 50 Cent's personal, animosity, 50 claims his involvement is about addressing the allegations publicly. Now, on Good Morning America, he denied it was personal, saying that staying silent might suggest the hip-hop community was okay with the alleged behavior. Honestly, I still think 50 is being revengeful, okay, because there's so much stuff that be happening inside of the rap community and stuff. This right here is nothing what Diddy, has done, because you got people unaliving people in the rap industry doing all sorts of stuff. Why is he acting like Diddy is the only one that's been in trouble? Come on now. He's doing this, I believe. I didn't say 100% this is correct, but I believe he's doing it mostly because of his long-standing dislike of Diddy, point blank, and whatever else happened within their life, that makes him go at him. Now, when this project was first announced, 50 stated that proceeds from the documentary will be donated to victims of sexual assault and rape. Okay, now I don't know if he's still going to do that or not. Hopefully he does. All right. Now, a Netflix spokesperson confirmed that while 50 is an executive producer, he does not have final creative control over the documentary, emphasizing it is a professional journalistic endeavor and not merely trolling. Okay. So what do y'all think? Do y'all think 50 is just doing this to be for revenge or what? What do y'all think? Now, I haven't watched this. Did you watch it yet, Jermaine? And I probably won't. Because we done heard so much about Diddy. I don't think I need to know anymore. Right, trolling for clout. So they said they got four most shocking moments in the docuseries. Let's see what they are. I bet you something that we already know. I bet you. Well, I'm trying to see what the four parts are. Let's see. I don't see it numbered. So Netflix shot back and said the claims being made about Sean Combs, the reckoning, are false. That's what a Netflix spokesperson told Business Insider. He said this is not a hit piece or an act of retribution. They said Curtis Jackson is the executive producer but does not have creative control. But that does not mean that 50 Cent didn't have a lot of input, vocal input to let them know certain things, to give them information and things of that nature. All this footage, interviews, and all this other stuff, he still plays a part in it. They claim that everything was acquired completely legally. All right. And they wanted to talk to Sean Diddy Combs and do an interview with him as well. Honestly, it should be against the law to do a docu-series or documentary on anyone unless they give you authorization. It should just be automatic. You cannot just do that. Also, YouTube need to do something similar because people get up here talking about people on YouTube videos and don't even be really having real proof of anything. A lot of people don't. And it should be against the law. You said he will donate something minimal enough to get headlines and prove the point. Of course he will. So let's see here. So they got one part in this docuseries where Combs is in New York City, where he was cooperating with the authorities, and it shows him plotting out the best way to spin the negative press. He said, "We are losing." And that's what he says on a call with his team while sitting in his hotel room. Then later on in the docuseries, Combs spends an evening in Harlem where he takes pictures with fans. We already seen that. Y'all remember? They showed that. He even accepts a jacket given to him by a supporter. Afterward, while in his SUV, he asks for hand sanitizer and says he needs to take a bath. Woo, okay. Anyway, the amount of people that actually I'm coming in contact with, that's what I have to do, he said. Right. Listen, with CV-19 and all these other things running around, who can blame him? Usually when people come from outside, they usually go take a shower, and hopefully people still use hand sanitizer because I know I do. I was using it before CV-19. Okay, I don't like touching people's hands and stuff without using sanitizer, touching doorknobs and, all these different things because germs be on it. Okay, so I have always been using hand sanitizer. So I don't blame him. He said the amount of people that the amount of people that actually I'm coming in contact with, that's what I have to do. It's time to cleanse. I got to go under the water. Water got to be boiling hot. Put some peroxide in that. I know that's right. Shit. He sound like he's a germ. What's the name? And then the docuseries focused on the last few years of Combs' life. It went into his past with the East Coast, West Coast, rap rivalry in the mid-1990s that obviously resulted in the unalignment of Tupac Shakur and Notorious B.I.G., okay? And then Bad Boy Records co-founder Kirk Burrows recalls in the docuseries Combs' proclamation that he was going to throw the biggest funeral for Biggie New York has ever seen. However, Burroughs said when Combs crunched the numbers, he realized he didn't want to foot the bill himself, so he made the funeral a recoupable, I guess that's how you say that, charge to Biggie Smalls. So the rapper's estate would bear the financial burden. Okay. Hey, Teron, thank you so much for being here. So they did claim that it would be important to show people from Combs' past to illustrate how Combs operated in the past. Now they did say they went all the way back to the early 2000s. All right. Now Combs, Burroughs, or Biggie Smalls' estate did not respond to a request for a comment. All right. Then one of the most shocking parts of his indictment was the detailed X performance Combs allegedly arranged between female victims and male ex-workers, which Combs called, freak-offs. So let's see what they're talking about. So they got one of those ex-workers, Clayton Howard. He's going to be talking about his years-long encounters with Diddy and Combs' then girlfriend, Cassie. Okay. Now, Howard said he was first hired by Cassie and Combs back in 2009. She tells me that I'm there to please her for her husband. They are married. They like to spice things up. Here's an ad. Come right on when I'm reading. And that's what that's what Howard said in the docuseries of his first encounter with Cassie. Now, we already heard all of this. I don't see anything really new because we heard all of this somewhere because I remember reading it before. Then Howard gives detailed recollections of his actual encounters with Cassie that included baby oil and Cassie collecting Howard's personal, body fluid. And Combs oversaw that. I remember us going over this before. Howard said that on the anniversaries of the murder of the notorious B.I.G., the couple flew him in to party and have sex with Cassie over multiple days. Howard also said his actual encounters with Cassie went on for 8 years. This is nothing new so far. Do y'all recall us talking about this before? Because this is nothing new. Right, it sounds like that's what we heard, before. Because I remember reading this. I was covering this all the daggone time from the first day it started, way back in November of 2024. So I think. Now they said I think Clayton was pretty comfortable coming forward with his story because he wanted to own his narrative. He was kind of brought out of the woodwork as a result of Cassie's lawsuit. And that's what Stapleton said. She also said, I think once it became very public, Clayton's position was, I'm a human being. I lived through this a number of years, and I want to share my story. Now, Clayton told Business Insider he has no regrets about participating in the docuseries. Now, everybody's talking this shit until this dude get out of prison. Then it's all just going to change, or either they're going to just basically disappear or whatever. He said, I'm glad I told the truth, regardless if the world chooses to accept it. The trial exposed enough that those who paid attention know I spoke the truth. Mr. Combs was guilty, but so was Cassie. And you know what? I definitely agree with him on that. And domestic violence does not erase conscious decision made by her to please her lover. Cassie did not respond to a request for comment. And I agree with Howard. She was doing the most too. Now, like Cassie said in the trial, Business Insider reported that Cassie felt pressured into participating. She said, I was just in love and wanted to make him happy. Remember, she said that in the trial. She said, I felt pretty horrible about myself. I felt disgusting. I was humiliated. I didn't have the words at the time to tell him how I felt, and I couldn't talk to anyone about it. Okay, Cassie, whatever you say. Another chilling moment in the docuseries is when singer Aubrey O'Day reads an affidavit from a woman who says she witnessed Combs and another man actually assaulting O'Day, though O'Day says she has no recollection of this. Okay? So that lady must have been exaggerating, or either Aubrey was so drugged that she doesn't remember. But even if she was drugged, you will know something went on when you wake up, because that area down there would be sore. So this person who said that, I don't know if I believe that person, because even if a woman doesn't recall anything, you're gonna feel different in that area. Okay, you can't take that feeling away, especially if 2 or 3 people are engaging in acts with her. All right. Now, earlier in the docuseries, O'Day, a former member of the girl group Diddy Kane, which was formed by Combs in 2005 MTV series Making the Band, she reads an email Combs sent to her in 2008, the year she was fired from the group. Now, Aubrey did not respond to a request for a comment. Okay? So a lot of this stuff that we're hearing about, we already heard about it in the trial. Now, I'm pretty sure that they got some new stuff, like in that hotel room when he was talking, But again, I don't believe they should be able to put anything out unless they get the authorization from the people or the person they're talking about. It's not right. You say, I still don't understand how Howard didn't know Cassie and that she wasn't married. Not important, but I would love to know. With them being all in the daggone newspaper, in the magazines, online, how could you not know that Cassie was not married to Sean Diddy Combs? And how would you not be able to recognize her? And Aubrey O'Day has been talking about this stuff for years, ever since she was fired from Diddy Kane. So, I mean, something might have happened. Like she said, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But she did say she didn't feel anything. I mean, she said she doesn't remember anything. So, to me, I know you can forget, especially if you've been drugged, but the thing is, you would feel something in that area. Okay? Now, hold on for a second, you guys. I'll take my vitamin to take them. Hold on. Put that on the vodka thing, man. And let me get my little snack, because when I be on this daggone thing, I be wanting to eat something. Hold on. Not no M&M's though. I didn't buy no M&M's this time, because I got to stop eating them. Especially when I go to the dentist to get my teeth done. Okay. So like I said, I haven't seen this docuseries as of yet. I don't know if I'm gonna watch it, because covering Sean Diddy Combs' trial, I learned so much stuff. I really don't even need to see this. Man, they claim they didn't steal it. But if Combs' legal team can prove that they stole it, got it without authorization, they're going to have to remove that mess, or they're going to get sued. So let's see. So let me put this up here. If you are a survivor of sexual assault, you can call the National Sexual Assault Hotline at 1-800-656-4673. Again, that number is 1-800-656-4673, or visit the website to receive a confidential support. Let me see what that is, if they can go to it. It's RAINN.org. Okay. Okay. RAINN, N as in Nancy, N as in Nancy. Let me just tell you again. R as in robot, A as in apple, I as in it, N as in Nancy, N as in Nancy, .org. Or you can call that number that I just gave you, and I'll give it again, 1-800-656-4673. That's the National Sexual Assault Hotline. All right? Okay. So let's see. I think I covered everything about this. Let's make sure. So when they sent that cease and desist, Netflix was just like, they got this legally. Okay. A lot of people said they did not care to watch it. So, I mean, like I said, everything that I just heard is not new. The only thing that was new to me is the foot inside of that hotel room. That's it. Somebody said they watched it. It's pretty disturbing. I mean, what more do you need to know? After hearing the daggone trial and reading all this stuff, it's a lot. But let me say this again. He's not the worst person. Okay? It's a lot of these celebs that have been doing the most. Okay? I don't understand why y'all putting so much focus on Diddy when you got people worse than him. And that's on everything. It's plain ridiculous. Okay? So let me go ahead and look up some stuff on TikTok, hopefully, and see what we can find. And then that'll be it for this discussion on Sean Diddy Combs, Wacky Wednesday, okay? And we'll talk about some other stuff that I have, like D4VD. Okay, let's see. I know I don't have you share yet. I'm going to do it in a minute. Okay, let's see what they got on here. And I'll come back over with y'all in a minute. Okay, let's see. Hold on, let me share the screen. First, let's see this.
Netflix releasing never-before-seen video of Sean Diddy Combs filmed just days before his arrest on charges of sex trafficking and racketeering in 2024. The footage is part of a 4-part docuseries, Sean Combs: The Reckoning, premiering Tuesday. How did you get that footage of Diddy?
I figured most journalists would not disclose their sources.
Does he know y'all have this in the doc?
I would doubt he knows.
So when this airs, that'll be the first time that his legal team, Diddy, that everybody knows that this footage is now seeing the light of day. Perhaps. Combs' team firing back in a statement to NBC News, saying the Netflix so-called documentary is a shameful hit piece and that they relied on stolen footage that was never authorized for release. His team sending a cease and desist to Netflix.
We're losing.
Netflix releasing never-before-seen video of Sean Diddy.
That's plainly ridiculous. Like I said, they need to do something to stop people from doing, putting out stuff if you don't want it out. It's not right. I'm going to let you guys know something else. That all those pictures and stuff sent online of Diddy, they claim that all of those are fake. They're AI. Just to let you guys know that. Let's see what she said.
The hell did this video get in the hands of 50 Cent, the arch nemesis of Diddy?
Well, I think it was delivered legally, supposedly what they're saying. I think what happened was that when he did this video in the hotel, he was probably thinking that he was going to probably be acquitted and he was going to probably get out and he could probably run back his last days that before he got arrested so he can use that for some footage later on. But it sort of backfired on him because now I don't think he wanted it to get out. And plus, he's in an appeal process right now where he's trying to get out from under this. He's still appealing his case, and this sort of brings back old memories,
Well, somebody in a comment section said Diddy hired the videographer and didn't pay him. And then Curtis took the opportunity to pay it for him. Or he could have paid him and somebody else offered him additional monies. Okay? You know, people do whatever it takes for money, honey. And they probably pay him, if they did, pretty good. So let's see what else we got. We know they lying. Let me see this.
We have Aubrey O'Day speaking out in the new Netflix Diddy documentary. We have heard Aubrey O'Day speak about Diddy for years, but never in great detail. But in this documentary, things are starting to change because she even exposed an email that she got from Diddy back in the day while working on Danity Kane. In this documentary, Aubrey O'Day starts reading old emails that she has from Diddy in March of 2008, which, mind you, is just months before she ended up being fired from Danity Kane in October of 2008. She is reading these very graphic emails, and it's showing in this documentary of Diddy trying to throw advances towards her. And Aubrey O'Day said also Diddy was sending intimate photos of his privates to her also with these emails. Aubrey O'Day starts reading this one specific email from Diddy where she claims that Diddy said, "I don't want to just F you. I want to turn you out. I can see you being with somebody that you tell them what to do. I make my woman do what I tell her to do, and she loves it. I just like to do things different. I'm going to finish watching this adult film and pleasuring myself. I'll think of you. If you change your mind, hit me." Aubrey O'Day does say that she believes that Diddy fired her from Danity Kane because she was refusing his advances. And she said if anybody else that was a boss talked to their worker like this, they would automatically get in trouble for doing something like this. But she believes that Diddy didn't get in trouble because of who he was. Aubrey O'Day even went to talk about the environment that it was like working for Diddy. And she said it was very violent and hectic at times. And towards the end of this documentary, Aubrey O'Day starts getting very emotional, saying that she was contacted by a lawyer by somebody who was filing a lawsuit against Diddy. Now, whoever this person was that filed this lawsuit against Diddy wrote an affidavit and was claiming that they saw something back in 2005 of Aubrey O'Day being SA'd by Diddy and another person. The person that wrote this affidavit said that at the time, Aubrey O'Day looked inebriated, like she wasn't even fully there, but claiming that she was 100% certain that it was Aubrey O'Day that she saw. Aubrey O'Day even said she got in contact with this person that was claiming to see these events happening, and that this person doubled down, saying she knows what she saw. Aubrey O'Day even said that this person that filed this lawsuit and wrote this information about her said, "You can even take it public. I will double down and stand right behind you." You can tell that Aubrey O'Day was obviously very shaken up by this. She said she has known about this accusation for over a year. She is claiming this is something that she has no recollection of, so she is really worried and wondering if something like this actually did happen to her, like this person is claiming. This is only one topic that I do want to talk about when it comes to the Diddy documentary. I feel like there's quite a few things that I want to talk about. But for now, y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments. We have Aubrey O'Day speaking out in the new Netflix Diddy documentary. We have heard Aubrey O'Day speak about Diddy for years, but never in great detail. But in this documentary, things are starting to...
If she doesn't remember, it's one thing, but if you was actually assaulted, you're gonna feel something in that area, okay? And women, we know this because you can have sex with someone, right? And you can feel that you did something with them, okay? Unless you just been engaging with everybody, just you know, or something like that. But she was pretty young back then, so I'm thinking if they did all this stuff to her, you would think she would be sore and stuff like that, you know, have some kind of bruising or something. Unless she could have had this and not said anything. But now, if that was true, she would be saying something now. So I don't know. You have to have proof for me to believe stuff. So I don't know about that. Right. There's one person who we have not heard from, Diddy. It's definitely one-sided. The thing about it, if she was drugged or drunker than what, she might not remember. But what I'm talking about, you will be able to tell in that area. Okay? And if y'all ever had sex with a woman, and women should know this too, you're going to be able to tell in that area. Certainly if it's more than one person too. Come on now. You can be you can be drunk, right? And have sex with your boyfriend and don't remember that, right? But the next day you'll remember because you may be, sore in that area or whatever, especially if it's more than one person. Come on now. Now, granted, he definitely did all the other stuff because she got emails, but I don't know, because like I said, if the witness who said this, if they have physical proof, then we can go from there. Because she doesn't remember it. Okay. Anyway, that's a hot ass mess. I will be keeping you guys updated with this Diddy stuff. And let's see what else I have for Diddy real quick. Let me see what he said. They say he trashes 50 Cent from prison. Let's see. Let's see what he said. Let's see what's there. Okay, we already spread that, okay? He said that Netflix is inappropriately using footage that Diddy has been accumulating since he was a teenager. They said that footage should have been reserved for Diddy to tell his own story in his own way. He also said the streaming service is desperate and sensationalize every minute of Mr. Combs' life without regard for truth in order to capitalize on a never-ending media frenzy. He said if Netflix cared about truth or about Mr. Combs' legal rights, it would not be ripping private footage out of context, including conversations with his lawyers that were never intended for public viewing. No rights in that material ever transferred to Netflix or any third party. But Netflix, the Wacky director, Alexandria Stapleton, said, it came to us, we obtained the footage legally and have the necessary rights. She also added, one thing about Sean Combs is that he's always filming himself, and it's been an obsession throughout the decades. But that doesn't mean that you use that footage, if you didn't get it legally. And then here they said 50 is the one that's running the show, but yet in another article they said he wasn't. That's crazy. That's sad. So, like I said, guys, I don't know what else to say about this. But when I get updated information, I'm certainly going to let you guys know. And I'm ready to tell y'all some crazy ass stories in a minute. Just 1 second. I'm still tripping out about the docuseries. And let me know in the comments section if you saw that docuseries and what do you think about it? Do you believe everything or what? And do you think Diddy is the worst criminal, or alleged criminal in the music industry, because or in the industry itself, because I can definitely name a few more people that's worse than him. And some of these people are not even incarcerated, which is a hot ass juicy mess. Been accused of rape and all types of stuff. You know? So I'm just wondering. And I think that's it that I have regarding that as of right now. Now, again, I told you guys Diddy hugged up in prison. New pictures and video is not real. The one where he was hugging that dude and stuff, that is not a real picture. It's AI or something like that. Let's see. They said all those images are really just AI, you know, going crazy. People are making all this stuff up. So all these pictures we've been seeing and stuff are AI. And they got him right here. Some of the ones he was sitting in the jail cell with the guy holding up peace signs. He holding a suit, not real. The one where he was hugging the dude, had his arm around the dude, you know, not real. You know, it's AI. AI is tricky, huh? And scary at the same time. Stuff looks so real. They said that if it does not have a TMZ watermark, then it's not real. Okay. They said they even got an AI video that shows Diddy in a prison sweatsuit hanging with two other inmates in the yard. That's AI. Okay. So if you don't see TMZ watermarks, it's not, you know, it's AI. The kitchen one where he was getting food, AI. Some people know they ain't got shit else to do. Now the one where Diddy was standing behind the gate with the orange hat on, cap on, skull cap, that's real. That's the one with TMZ logo on it. I mean watermark on it. Okay. There you go. I know she talking loud in there. Damn. All right. So that's it for Diddy, you guys. We're gonna go ahead and move on. Let me put my music back on. And we're gonna move on because we already been on here for 48 minutes. And I'm gonna cover this other stuff real quick. So let me take this down real quick. Let me actually do this. And thank you guys so much for being here tonight as well, or for watching in the replay. So let's take this down and just leave. How many guys? I made a mistake. No, I didn't. Hold on. Do this. And also, don't forget, in the comment section, let me know what y'all think about his docuseries if you've seen it. And just what you do think in general about it. How they did it, if it's right, you know. And that's it. Why is this timer on? So they got a timer now that tells you that it gives you a time limit for how long you want to scroll this across the screen. That's good. So let me put the timer on. Oh no, the timer only can be for 20. It goes from 5 seconds. No, from 10 seconds all the way up to 60 seconds. That won't do me no good, huh? So let's go ahead and do this. Save. Let's just show this. Okay. So anyway, let me just tell you about these stories. I got one story here, you guys, about a mom who allegedly sat on her 11-year-old adopted daughter until she passed on. I don't know what to say about these people, you guys. Crazy as ever. A Michigan woman faces manslaughter charges after allegedly unaliving her 11-year-old adopted daughter. Sherry Leak is accused of sitting on her daughter, ultimately causing the girl's unaliving. Details are still emerging about what led to her to do such a thing, which could mean additional charges in the future. In the meantime, the community is coming together to honor the little girl and call for harsher punishments for Leak. So this is the little girl right here she sat on. Okay, you adopt this child and then you do something so horrible. So let's see what happened here. Anyway, the police was called to her home on November 23rd. That's right before Thanksgiving. So the police was called to the home to responding to a report of an unresponsive child. That's crazy. Anyway, they were not able to revive Neela Leak, who was in the 5th grade. Her foster parent, Leak, 55, was taken into police custody, and she's been held on a felony manslaughter charge. Anyway, at her arraignment, Leak admitted to sitting on her adoptive daughter for a long period of time. She was trying to keep the girl from acting out. Now, the medical examiner's report is still pending, but investigators believe the cause of unaliving will be suffocation, based on what was described. Now, like I said, additional charges may be filed as the prosecutor's office is working with Child Protective Services in the Michigan Department of Health and Human Services to see if the family had any prior investigations. Now, this little girl has a twin sister as well who cannot talk, and she is in CPS care right now. Both of the girls were in the care of Leak since 2018, when their biological mother's parental rights were terminated. Now, this lady is being held on a $100,000 bond. Her arraignment hearing was on November the 25th. So they upped that bond to $300,000, okay? Now, the community members are not happy with the charges or the bond amount. They believe that Leak should face harsher punishment for the unaliving of the little girl, okay? And they are demanding justice for the little girl, and they did gather in front of the Muscatine County Courthouse on November 26th. They want the charges changed, and they don't want her to have a bond. Organizer Larissa Kursky told the outlet, "You should not be allowed to get out on bond at all. She needs to sit in jail. She doesn't look remorseful, and she doesn't seem bothered." Now, Leak did post bail even after it was raised. That's crazy. And it was her birthday a couple days afterwards, I believe. Now, let's see. Another adopted daughter of Leak's spoke out, sharing that she had witnessed abuse in Leak's home. She said that Leak would hit us, withhold food as punishment, lock us up in rooms, and so much more that a child should never have to endure. She also said she spoke up about the abuse, but CPS came and left as if our pain wasn't real. And then they sent her to go back to live with her biological family. She also says she witnessed Leak abusing the little girl, but felt helpless to stop it. She said she took the little girl in her bedroom and smacked her. And she said, "I couldn't do anything about it because I couldn't get to her because she had her living room set up where I couldn't get to those kids." She said, "I had a bond with her. I did everything with that little girl." Every time she saw me, every time she saw me, like she hugged me with a big old smile on her face. Like she had that smile. She had that personality that I fell in love with. I'm trying to be that little girl's voice because she can't anymore. She can't open up to what she did to her. Now, Leek's next court date is on December the 9th. If you suspect child abuse, you can call the Child Help National Child Abuse Hotline at 1-800-422-4453. That number again is 1-800-422-4453, or you can go to childhelp.org. Okay, and the hotline is available 24/7. Again, that website is childhelp.org, and the number is 1-800-422-4453. Okay, my daggone shame, man. Let me see. Is this the lady right here? Let me see. Hold on.
The chief trial attorney says that Malik was murdered on her 11th birthday.
The lady who.
Still...
Let me show y'all the adoptive parent. Okay. Like I know this is like a skit, Country Wayne, that I'll be doing my reactions on when everybody complains about Bethany being a stepmother. And I was saying earlier, a lot of times, some of the times when kids get adopted by other people, or when people marry again and they have children, sometimes these parents are just not good with the kids. So people should be glad that this fictional character on Country Wayne is doing a good job. She did a good job with her, stepdaughter. Because you got people like Leaks that are crazy, man. Let me show y'all this real quick. Hold on. And that's what I was talking about earlier when I had made that comment that I made earlier about kids and step parents and things of that nature. Okay, let's go ahead and see this. Let's see. Sir. This is her right here. I want you to take a good look. This is the mom who sat on her 11-year-old adopted daughter until she passed on. This is the daughter right here. Her big ass sat on her, claiming to restrain her, to keep her from acting out. So you have cases like this, okay, all the time. Her big ass. Let's see. We are not going to watch anybody that has music on in the background. Let's see. Is that the same dude? Hold on. That is him. Let's see. So let's look at this one. Wait, on her birthday. Oh, let me share this. I'm sorry, y'all. And I know Jermaine is. Oh, okay. I see it up there. Okay, sorry. Okay, there you go.
Her 11th birthday. Supposedly, they got into a physical altercation, and this woman, Sherry Lee. Imagine you're a little black girl and you're unalived on your 11th birthday by your white adopted mother. That's the freaking story of Malik. Thank you so much for bringing this to my attention, because I haven't seen anything about this anywhere on my For You page. Malik was unalived by her adopted mother, this woman, on November 23rd, her 11th birthday. Supposedly, they got into a physical altercation, and this woman, Sherry Lee, sat on her until she was unconscious and not here anymore. Sherry was released on bond twice. First, the judge put a $100,000 bond on her. She paid that. She got out. And he put a $300,000 bond on her. She was able to get out with the help of a bondsman. She's out on bail. She has manslaughter charges because they're saying it doesn't seem like there was any intent to unalive that little girl. But why would you be sitting on her until she could stop breathing. Like, that doesn't, hello. And again, this was her adoptive mom. Mila had a twin sister. She's now out of this lady's custody. I don't understand why this lady had any adopted kids in her custody, because supposedly she had CPS cases on her, but CPS don't do nothing. As long as the kids got a bed, food, they don't do nothing. If they don't have no bruises or nothing, they're not doing anything. Imagine you're a little black girl.
That's crazy, man. That is crazy, okay? Anyway, my condolences are expressed out from Malik's, are expressed out to Malik's family members who actually cared about her. And my prayers are extended out to them. And hopefully justice, true justice, is served on this woman. She shouldn't even be out on bond. All right, she got a big ass and sat on this little bitty girl trying to restrain her, versus just putting her on a punishment and sending her to her damn room. Okay? This is crazy. But then don't forget, the other witness, a former adoptive daughter of hers, said that she witnessed her abusing Malik. Okay? And she used to also abuse her. So this woman probably just wasn't, a good woman. All right? Crazy, man. That's a crazy story. All right, so let's go ahead and go to the next story. Let me just go to the other screen because this girl. Let's go do it like that. Take her off of there and do it like this. Okay. So the next wacky story, and the reason why that story was wacky is because this big ass woman sit her stupid ass on this little bitty girl. Okay, it's crazy. Now let me see here what we got next. So we have another story where this dude roasted. Actually, I should have saved this for Thursday tomorrow, but I'm going to tell you guys today because it still can be considered as wacky. Okay, he roasted a lady, her brain, then he ate it while drinking her blood. This was another cannibal. Crazy ass. So he was doing this back in 2018. He unalived his partner. Okay? He was only 23 years old, okay? He went to visit the home of his 45-year-old partner, Olga, under the pretense of celebrating International Women's Day. But the sinister unaliver had much darker intentions. First of all and foremost, why is a 23-year-old dating a 45-year-old? Okay. Anyway, they shared a bottle of wine, and then he attacked this lady with the same bottle, unaliving her before dismembering her body with a meat cleaver. They said this dude is so dangerous that they had to put him in a cage. Well, let's see. Let me show y'all. Well, I'm going to pull it up on here and let y'all see it in a minute. Hold on. So they claim that he calmly cooked and ate parts of Olga's brain. Then he washed it down with a glass of her blood, which he had drained from her body. He removed her stomach. He cut off her ears, placing one in her mouth and the other in the cat's dish. And then he wrote obscene words on her body using blood and purple nail polish. They said that they believe this dude is a devil worshiper and a practitioner of the occult. He then used her blood to paint demonic symbols on the door in an attempt to summon Lucifer himself. Despite his demonic intentions, he later confessed to the police that he tasted the cooked brain pieces twice because he liked the taste. That's crazy. Now, prosecutors disclosed that Luchin had developed a fascination with serial killers, spending countless hours on eerie websites dedicated to murderers. Now, at his trial, Luchin began reciting an odd poem from within the metal cage where he was held, claiming he was no maniac, no murderer or cannibal, but rather presenting himself as a student, a sportsman, and poet. Now, Judge Alexei Stambovsky cut him off when he started ranting about notorious Soviet serial killer Andrea Chikatilo. Luchin was deemed mentally fit and convicted of murder with special cruelty. He will serve his 19-year sentence in a strict penal colony. Now, one of the neighbors said that it was like something from another world. No human could do what he did. Well, so can, okay? You look at this guy and you wouldn't even think, let me show you, he would be doing something like this. This is why you can't trust people just by looking at them, okay? Let me stop sharing so I can show y'all what he looked like real quick. You would never think, looking at him, that he would do this. But you can't judge a book by its cover. Hold on for 1 second, guys. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I have to go get this shirt out the dry here real quick. My son's little shirt. So yeah, that's crazy. Let me pull it up real quick and show y'all more stuff about him real quick. What time is it? And then we're gonna just move on. Okay. I'm pulling them up real quick so y'all can see. Somebody said he cute. Okay. He cute, all right. Let me get his first name. He look all right, but looks don't got shit to do with anything. This man is a damn psycho. I bet you probably getting letters at his jail cell. Some crazy women. So this is him. I guess they put this stuff all over because I doubt he was looking like this. Let me see if I can. He looks different in this picture than the one I just showed you guys. Well, yeah, around the mouth, you can tell it's the same person, I believe. Let's see.
Today's story is about Dmitry Bakshiva. Dmitry.
So this picture, he looks different in, but that's him because I can tell by the lips. Look a little different in this thing right here. I don't know if this is the same dude. Maybe they had a different dude up here because he looks totally different right here.
He was born in 1982 in southern Russia, and shortly after his birth, he was placed into an orphanage.
I don't want to see her do her makeup. I'm sorry. Let me look at somebody else. Gosh, that's not him. You don't have many cases up here on this dude. Let me just put this. Let me do it a different way. Maybe we can bring it up. Make sure I spell his name right. Oh, that was him in the army. So when he was in the army, he may have been bigger. and everything. And I know this is not the same dude. So maybe the other picture, we have to go back to this crazy woman doing her damn makeup. Maybe in the other picture he had lost weight and things like that. Let's see real quick.
Today's story is about Dmitry Bakshiva. Dmitry was born in 1982 in southern Russia, and shortly after his birth, he was placed into an orphanage. Dmitry was staying in an orphanage until the age of 3 years old. And at this time, he was then adopted by a lovely married couple named Svetlana and Vladimir. When Dmitry was 15 years old, his adopted mother, she was diagnosed with cancer, and sadly, like it was quick, she passed away.
That's not the same.
It was
You know what? That's not the same dude. Okay, that's why he didn't look the same. We look for Dmitry Luchin. Let's see. Not the same dude. I cannot find him on here anyway. They may not have him on here. Maybe don't nobody know what he did. Let me put this up. Well, I can't put the eat brains and stuff. Let's see if I put it down. Let's see if I put it like that if it comes up. This is him right here, but it just does not look like him. You see what I'm saying? That may be him. Let me see. That's the girlfriend right there, huh? That's not him at all. Yeah, that's him. Let's see if they talking right here.
He is charged with abuse of a corpse, and even if there was some other obscure law making cannibalism a crime.
Clark County prosecutor Steve Stewart released the charging documents to.
So that's not the same one. Okay, let me see. Yeah, there's a lot of people like this. Damn. This is a whole different one right here from the girl, the dude that I just showed you. Him. Then this dude right here. So that's him with all this stuff on his face. That's because he was a, you know what, worshiper. That's what he claimed. He tripped out. Do he look good now, ladies? Y'all just say he was fine. Yeah, that's him. That is definitely him. I'm looking at the pictures and stuff. Look, tripped out. So that's the woman right there. He was dating, 40-some years old. And that's him in the military. Yeah, that's crazy, you guys. That is crazy. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and move on. Some crazy people out here, wacky people out here that be doing some weird stuff on everything. All right. So that's gonna be. That's want to tell you guys maybe just 2 stories, and that's it. Wacky stories, so we won't be on here, you know, all damn night and stuff. So again, my condolences to her family. All right. You really do got to get to know people before you start getting involved with them. You need to do background checks and everything else. There's some crazy ass people out here for real. You know, this dude roasted his girlfriend's brain, then ate it while drinking her blood. That's crazy. Who does this? And he was doing some type of satanic crap and put all types of stuff outside of her door. You know, this weird with her own blood and some purple fingernail polish. That's what they said. Crazy. One other crazy thing is that the gang stated he wants to decapitate Celeste Rivers unalive her. I mean, that's what the gang said. You know what I'm saying? That's weird. You know, but it is what it is, you know. I just want the person to go to jail. That's what I want. Forever. Check this out. A DoorDash driver. This is some wacky news real quick. A DoorDash driver drops some chicken, a chicken wing, on the concrete, you guys. Then he picks it up and puts it back in the box, and then he licks his fingers. That is crazy, man. So let's see if we can see this real quick, okay? Let me share screen. This will be one of your little viral video reactions real quick, okay? So let's see if I can pull this up real quick. Let's see if we can pull this up. This is it right here. Let's go ahead and look at this real quick, all right? Be cautious when you be ordering food, you guys. Okay? Let's go ahead and see this. Oh, we're not going to listen on thing. We just listen to silence. Look at him. Nasty ass. He put the shit back in the thing, then lick his nasty ass hand, rub the stuff off the ground. DoorDash. You better order Uber Eats. Look at this. That's a damn trip. Nasty ass. Like I said, be very careful when you are ordering food because you never know. He should have took that shit right back to the store and got another one. You don't do that. That's nasty as ever. Well, let me do this. Put this up here. Okay, let me see what else I got here, y'all. Let's see what some of these people are saying in the comment section. They said hopefully the person will get a refund and give the driver a bad review. Somebody said if they are alive, no harm, no foul. People are spoiled. It's just a job, and that guy would have to go pay or go back and lose time. It's reality. Go get your own food or accept the risk. Okay. Well, I mean, after seeing that, I should hope a lot of people start going to get their own food, regardless of the fact if they, don't want to go back because it's going to make them lose money. Well, then be very careful when you put the food down in the first place. I have had to go back and take people's stuff and get them more stuff. I mean, it's just something you have to do if you drop something. You know what I'm saying? It's just the fair thing to do. Somebody say you go out to eat a lot and you never know what you are eating. Seriously. Damn it, man. And this person is right. Somebody say y'all need to stop being so lazy. I go get my own food or I would cook my own food. When you work in the industry, as long as me, you have to be more careful. I'm very particular about my food. I don't do places with drive-thrus. I can cook burger, chicken fries, and whatever else at home. I don't even order groceries either. I ride public transportation or Uber. Real talk. All right. Well, I think people need to stop being lazy as hell. You can order food sometimes, but damn, these people order food every damn minute. Okay? And you don't know what people be doing. They think because their food is not open, you can't still do stuff to the food. You can do stuff still, to the food. You can do stuff to the packaging. You can cough on, you can do so much. Somebody said DoorDash is disgusting. Like I said, home cook is better. It's healthier and everything else. Or either just go get your own food and go inside the restaurant so you can see what they be doing. Okay, let's see what else we got here. So let's go check this cheetah jumping in this man's car. Okay, real quick. We're going to just watch maybe one more video after that, and that's going to be it, you guys. That's going to be it. So let's see. I had to do it this way today because I need to download TikTok. So we're going to look at this cheetah. I got to show y'all this other video if I can. So let's see if we can see this, if I can pull this up. Here it is right here. Okay, this is where that cheetah jumps in this man's car and he had to freeze. Okay, he had to freeze, you guys. Let's see. I hope they don't got no music on. Let's see. They do, but we're going to look. Yeah, I thought it was AI, to be perfectly honest. Look at him. This cheetah leaped into his safari vehicle. Tanzania, Africa. Look at him. Damn, I would have stood still too. Damn, he just froze because that way the animal won't know he's alive. And then he's talking a little bit. It's the whole group. They stopped to wash the cheetahs. 2 cheetahs leaped into the Jeep. And so Hayes froze in place. So it was too late to drive quickly away or anything like that because you don't want to startle the animals because that's when things usually go wrong. That's what Hayes told the news. So you need to just freeze in place. He beautiful. That cheetah is pretty. So the cheetah did mind his business and eventually left to eat a gazelle. Damn. It's sitting there looking like what, man? That's something, huh? That is something. Goodness. That was a trip. So let's see what else we got going on here. All right, let's see what else we have. That's a big ass cheetah right there, you guys. Goodness. That's why I don't know about going on those safari trips. Because look at this right here. Look at this shit here, man. I don't know about that. You got them all on top. This got to be AI. They all up here, down there, inside the damn thing. He just, look how he looking. Child, I don't believe this is real. Yeah, I don't believe the other one was real, man. Okay, because there's no way you're going to be sitting in there like this. He just sitting there just looking. Everybody just looking like this. I do not believe this. This is not AI. Let me see what people are saying. Now, it may be real. They said, no, they don't unalive humans. Is this a cheetah? They shy, they don't. Well, what if they, listen, the other man just said he had to stand still. He just said he had to stand still and freeze because if he didn't, he moved, the cheetah may attack. So what are they talking about? I don't believe that. These are wild animals. If you think I believe that foolishness, they got me messed up. He was just blessed this day. But these things are pretty. They sure are. But dangerous. Look at his face. Tear your butt up, huh? So I wanted this real right here. Oh, no, I don't like the way he look right here, you guys. Look at the hair right there. So this cheetah jumped into the Jeep. Hold on. I knew they was playing music. Look at that shit right there. Yeah, I don't know about this, y'all. No, Look at them. I wish I could hear the noises that they make. Oh, they probably used to it right there. That's why they're just sitting there, huh? Serengeti. Look at them. They say they're not known for attacking humans. What do they sound like? Let's see what a cheetah sounds like real quick. And then I want to show this other video. That's going to be it, okay? Let me see cheetah sounds. Because I have never in my life heard them at all. I wonder what they sound like. Let me see. What? Like a little damn cat. Shit. Sound like my little cat in here. What? Let me see a bigger one. So they meow, huh? I cannot believe that. Oh, they so cute. So this cat is faster than a sports car, huh? The little baby cheetahs are pretty. Look at them. Let's see what he sound like when they roar. Oh, that's what they sound on the hood. Oh, my goodness. That's it? So they cannot roar. They just do that. Okay. So you can't have one though. He sounds tripped out, y'all. He really does. But yeah, sound like a little regular house cat. Yeah, if it was legal and they want to sell like wild animals, I wouldn't mind having one, okay? So I can scare people. So we're gonna look at this real quick, and this is gonna be the last one for the night, okay? and asked for what, a kiss? Ooh, ask her to mate. Okay, let me see this. So this is the one right here? Let me see if this is the same one. I don't know. That gorilla that I saw was, I don't know what that gorilla was doing, using sign language and throwing kisses and all types of weird stuff. I think I got some of that on camera. I don't know if this is the right one right here. I was trying to find another one. I don't see it. So they are pretty fascinating creatures. They be doing a lot. That's the first time I've ever seen one, though, do sign language to me and stuff. Look at this one, boy. They look like they would slap the shit out of you. Especially the other one right there. Is that the mom? I mean, the girlfriend, the wife, that's not liking the fact that her husband is flirting with this woman? Yep, that's exactly what's going on. Yep, she mad. That's tripped out. Look at this. Look how mean this thing is looking. This got to be AI. Let me see. So this is the guy right here, right? This is the man. And then the wife is looking like, I'm going to F you up. And she's like, no trouble. I'm going to go leave. Now look at this. And she coming looking mean as hell. Look at them eyes. They got human eyes. That's tripped out. Yep. This person, wait. Yeah, he definitely knew that the silverback lady gorilla was going to give him an A whooping. Okay, that's crazy. I thought it was called something else, not silverback. Okay. I thought it was silverback or something like that. I don't know. That's crazy. So we don't want to see no gorillas mate. I was trying to find, let's see, the one he was asking her to mate. Let's see. I think it's this. No, that's the same lady, isn't it? Oh, no, let's see this one. This is tripped out. Wait, let me do this.
Guys. Oh, there's another one. You guys are wild. Oh my gosh. They're fighting over you. I can see that. Oh my God, down. Hi there,
Not because you look good, because they would tear your ass apart probably, okay? That's trip. Them animals be jealous though on everything. All right. So anyway, thank you guys so much for watching these little viral videos with me. I appreciate that. And we are getting ready to get off here. A gorilla is lounging where? Let me see. Where's the gorilla at? Oh, this is fake. Come on now. Y'all stop with the AI. Stop with the AI. I knew it was gonna be some bull crap. I knew it. Okay. Anyway, let's go ahead and stop there, you guys. I got 2 recalls to tell you about, and we are out of here. What time is it? 1 minute. Let me hurry up. 2 of them. One is the Ritz crackers, okay? They got a recall in 8 states. Hold on. They said after a packaging mix-up. All right, so I don't know, when they say a packaging mixed up, I guess if people are allergic to certain ingredients and they get the wrong one to eat it, it can have, some really bad consequences, okay? So it's a single product line of Ritz peanut butter crackers, okay? It was distributed in 8 states. They have the incorrect label on them, and it could pose a risk to people with peanut allergies. So if you have that, you need to take it back to the store, okay? They were shipped to New York, retailers in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Georgia, Arkansas, Missouri, Oklahoma, and Alabama. They said the outer cartons were labeled correctly, but the individual snack packs inside may be mislabeled as the cheese variety, despite containing peanut butter. So if you have those, just go ahead and take them back to the store. Now it is the 27.6 ounce Rick's peanut butter cracker sandwiches, 20 count carton. Okay. And then they got a universal product code of 44000075842. Best when used by dates of January the 8th next year or January the 15th next year. And an AE plant code printed on top of the package. The thing is, you can go to type in Google Rick's RITZ recall, okay, and it should give you all of the information. The next recall, you guys, we have, let me take this down. The next recall we have is shredded cheese. 1.5 million bags of shredded cheese have been recalled. Okay. And it's by Great Lakes Cheese Company. And they think they have some metal fragments in that cheese. Okay. So it's low moisture, par-skim mozzarella cheese. Let's see what else they got. And then you also got Happy Farms and Aldi Italian style shredded cheese blend. You got Brookshire's Cachet Valley Creamery, Coburn Farms, Great Value, Know and Love, Lauren Lynn, Publix, Simply Go, and Happy Farms. And that's the Italian style shredded cheese blend. And those include the other brands I just gave you. Also, Food Club finally shredded pizza style 4 cheese blend. You got Econo, Food Club, Gold Rush Creamery, Great Value, Laurelin, and Simply Go. Then you got mozzarella and non-smoked provolone cheese, including the brands Freedom Choice, Good and Gather, Great Lakes Cheese, and Great Value. They got all of them up here. Good and Gather. Who sells Good and Gather? Target. Okay. I think, yeah, Target. And then, of course, Walmart. Great Value is Walmart. Then you got Good and Gather mozzarella and Parmesan cheese blend. That's what we call. So just go to FDA, or you can go to, just type in Google, cheese recall, and it should come up with all of this stuff right here. Told you. So that's Target, Walmart, Aldi, and other major retailers across the U.S. and Puerto Rico. So these are the states, 31 states: Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, California, Colorado, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Minnesota, Missouri, Mississippi, North Carolina, Nebraska, New Mexico, Nevada, New York, Oklahoma, Oregon, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, Washington, and Wisconsin, as well as Puerto Rico. And what you should do, take that shit back to the store, okay, and get your money back, period. All right? And I'm going to keep this and send it to my daughter because she loves cheese. I don't. But she cooks with a lot of cheese, so I can let her know. You don't want to be eating no metals. Hold on, y'all. There you go. All right, guys. So I think that's it for tonight. We definitely had a good show tonight, and I'm glad to be back. Let me take this down. Of course, there's a lot of crimes that happen, but I'm not going to go over those. I already just told you some wacky stories, but I will tell you guys about that, on my show tomorrow night. All right. Thank you to Jermaine for always being here, being a good ass mod. Okay. Sharon, thank you for stopping by. I appreciate you. And thanks to everybody in the bushes and everybody who watched this in the replay. You guys, if you see that hype button If you watch this in replay, make sure you push it, okay? And make sure you guys subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed. Thumbs up this video if you haven't done it already. As soon as you start watching it, hit the bell notifications so you can be notified of any upcoming videos. Make sure you share and leave a comment. And if you want to show support for this show, additional support, you can feel free to do a super sticker, super chat, or you can do a Cash App donation at $ShadesTube, or you can copy yourself a membership for $4.99 per month. All right, you can do that anytime. Check out my Dollar Tree hauls. If you watch Country Wayne if you watch Country Wayne skits, check out my live reactions or my pre-recorded reactions that I do. And again, Dollar Tree hauls on Sundays and Wednesdays. Okay, I put those up, and then I do mini hauls on my YouTube shorts Monday through Friday. And then on Friday nights, Saturdays, and Sundays, I do challenges. I dance or whatever I want to do, lip sync, whatever, sing, whatever I want to do. I do it then. Okay? And you can check me out on TikTok at ShadesTube. All right? Thank you guys so much. Have a blessed night, and I'll see you guys in my next video. This is ShadesTube. Let me change this thing. Let me take this off, and we are out of here. We did good tonight, you guys. We definitely did. You guys have a sweet, sweet dream. Sweet dreams tonight. And great sleep tonight, okay? All right, y'all can tell when I get sleepy because I start saying all kinds of weird shit every night. All right, y'all, I am out of here. Let's go and put this on. Peace out, y'all.
Yo, turn the lights down low and the drama up. She's late, she's loud, and she live. Woo! You already know who it is. ShadesTube, baby. She back again. Crowd lit, vibe on 10. Shay walk in like we back again. News, tea, jokes and spins. She don't do small talk, she go in. From the headlines to the comment section, she call names with no correction. You tuned in, don't act brand new. It's late night, baby, she got that view. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on ShadesTube, press replay. You thought I lacked game, get back again. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on ShadesTube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. Popcorn ready, wig on alert. She dropped one line and somebody hurt. Talk show queen with a side of roast. She run this thing from coast to coast. Late on purpose, still on time. She hit you with shade, then call it a rhyme. Talk smart, talk slick, talk flame. Say the name right, yeah, late night with Shay. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on ShadesTube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. She say what she want and laughs all day. Live on ShadesTube, press replay. You thought I left, nah, I'm back again. That's right. News, drama, laughs, whatever else you feel like. One mic, one queen. Late night with Shay. On ShadesTube, she back again. Yeah, she say what she want